Okay, bros. Meron akong i-drop na question regarding sa ating next topic is about burnout.
Okay.
So, ang tanong is, minsan napapaisip ako, pagod lang ba talaga ako ngayon? Or sanay na ako talaga na pagod? And in our society, when did it become normal na okay lang na pagod lagi?
Ang ganda ng tanong, no? Sagutin mo nga, Sherwin.
Binato no? Okay. Ako ayokong mapagod. Pero, ando na yung responsibilidad mo bilang lalaki at haligi ng tahanan. So, no choice ka. Kailangan mong mapagod.
Pero ano ba yung pagod? Kasi magkaiba yung pagod, like daily na pagod. Iba yung burnout. Parang yung burnout kasi is parang a collection of like, I don't know, months of being in a state of being pagod. Konyo. State of being pagod. Like that.
Wala pa akong maisip. Ikaw nga muna.
Nagigets ko na yung tinatawag na burnout just now because of what you've said. It's parang collective siya, diba? Parang all aspects. Parang you're pagod not just physically. Because if you're physically tired, natutulog ka, okay ka na eh. If you're mentally tired, matutulog ka, okay ka din. If you're spiritually tired, you pray, matutulog ka, okay ka din. If you're emotionally, lahat, matutulog ka pagkagising mo, maging okay ka. Pero pag collectively, lahat sila nagsabay-sabay, that's burnout. So, kahit anong tulog mo, hindi siya masosolusyonan. Kasi sobrang pagod na iniinda mo yung pagod mo before na collectively parang, oy, kailangan mo na magpahinga, hindi ka nagpapahinga. So, baka nag-give up na yung almost all aspects of your life na parang hindi mo nakakayanin. Paano makawala doon?
At hindi ka
burnout?
makakatulog.
At hindi ka makakatulog.
Yun. Burnout ka.
Hindi ka na makakatulog noon. Burnout eh. Welcome to After Office, conversations that matter beyond the 9 to 5.
Mga bagay na hindi mo singit kasi sobrang busy mo sa buhay.
The real stuff after the pressure and after the responsibilities. So tuloy natin yung ating conversations about being burnt out. Kasi ako, ang na-experience ko talaga personally is sa work. And feeling ko, most of our listeners din na who can relate is makakorelate na rin yung pagiging burnout sa kanilang work.
Yes.
Feeling ko yung pagiging burnout is really, it doesn't really happen overnight.
Yep.
Parang pwede ka kasi mapagod ngayon, tapos
Chronic.
pagod ka bukas, pero okay ka pa.
Yeah.
So yung pagiging burnout is a chronic state of being tired, of being fed up, or being yung parang ayaw mo na talaga yung ginagawa mo. So, ang tingin ko ng mga early signs dyan is if you're not really enjoying anymore the things that you used to enjoy, I think it's a sign na malapit-lapit ka nang ma-burnout sa whatever it is that you are doing. Ikaw, ano pa?
Sa akin siguro, nabanggit mo yung word na fed up. Pwedeng masaya ka sa trabaho mo. Pero alam mo yun, imagine a breadwinner, sobrang pagod siya sa trabaho. Pero pag uwi niya sa bahay, kuya, wala tayong pambayad ng kuryente.
Uy,
Kuya, wala
tayo dyan ngayon.
Hindi, pero imagine mo, sa daming bombard
Plus
na
30%.
messages, na ikaw lahat ang sumasalo. So, hindi lang yung pagod. Yung decision na, ikaw naman dyan. Bakit sa akin lahat? Talagang mababurn out ka talaga di ba?
Too much.
So, ibig sabihin, talagang too much na responsibilities maybe, na nabombard ka ng todo. Na, minsan, aalis ka na lang, bahala kayo dyan. Di ba? So, naka-burnout talaga yun. Na kahit gusto mo yung trabaho mo.
So, hindi lang trabaho. Ang sinasabi mo is burnout can also happen because of external factors outside of your work.
Yeah.
Parang
Yeah.
kung magko-contribute siya
Yeah.
sa pagkakaroon ka ng burn out na state.
Yeah.
Alam mo yung tas 'di ba, pagod na pagod ka. Alam ko na pag-usapan natin 'to eh. Pagod ka, tapos pag uwi mo sa bahay, tatanungin ka pa, anong ulam
kakainin?
natin? Kakainin natin. Di ba? Parang, pati ba naman ulam sa akin pa din? Di ba? So, alam mo yung maliliit na bagay. Pero, pag pinagsama-sama mo sila, talagang puputok at puputok eh.
Yeah, that's true. So it's not just professionally but also professionally.
Yeah.
Personally, professionally. No? So kung combination 'yon, paano na?
Di ba?
Yeah.
May nalaman ako, according to the World Health Organization. According to the World Health Organization.
expert.
yung pagiging burnout is really sa work.
Okay.
That's how they define being burnt out. And yung stress is really a part of why somebody would be eventually burnt out. So yung being exposed to certain levels of stress over and over again every day, then you feel helpless at hindi ka na makawala dito sa stress na to, then eventually it will lead to burnout. It's a feeling of helplessness.
Yeah.
So yung stress, you can still manage it kasi you can do something about yung stress mo. Some people manage stress really well, kaya nilang i-handle yung stress. Pero pag lumit ka na sa burnout, parang fight or flight, parang gusto mo na lang na umalis kasi nga hindi mo na kayang, helpless ka na dun sa state
Helpless na pag burnout.
Mm-mm.
So pag burnout, wala ka ng passion, syempre, no? Wala
Oo,
na talaga.
Parang
kasi
yung passion mo for that thing that you are doing that supposedly is making you happy in the beginning.
Yeah.
Hindi na enough yun to sustain yung ginagawa mo.
Okay.
Parang wala ka ng pake. Pagka burnt out ka na.
Okay. Personal lang ba ito pag-uusapan na? Professional lang ba o pati personal?
Professional.
Okay. Hindi kasi
Let's play it safe.
Naisip ko kanina, na-stress ka na, detached ka na. Ang naisip ko is, ano yung naging reason kung bakit nagkaroon ng detachment? Ano yung reason kung bakit ka na-stress? Let's say for example, a person pumasok sa isang trabaho. Initially, very passionate.
Motivated.
Yeah.
Pero eventually, nabanggit natin burnout. Yan, stress ka na, ganyan, so on and so forth. What cause?
Madami. Feeling ko oftentimes it's being
Hindi ba align yung...
underappreciated. Wala naka-appreciate sa value mo.
That's
You
why.
feel undervalued. You don't feel well compensated for the job that you do.
That's number 2.
And also you don't see any room for growth.
Yeah.
Feeling ko na you're just stuck in a place where there's no end in sight
Oh, yeah.
and there's no hope.
Yeah, that's might be true.
Or possible ba yung hindi kasi align yung current skills mo dun sa trabaho?
Oh, well, it's hindi imposible yan kasi dito naman sa atin, you would really go for a job as long as it pays.
Di ba?
Hindi naman kailangan, hindi laging kung ano yung passionate ka.
Yeah.
Kaya maraming nabuburnout kasi nga, it's yung pagkuha ng trabaho ngayon is more of out of need than out of passion.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, ngayon nga ang sabi, aside sa sa compensation, ang isa sa mga talagang naging reason kung bakit tumatagal ang isang employee is their boss or leader. Tama ba? Kasi if the boss can really direct that employee to be good, to grow, they are recognized, they are valued, mas mas engaged ka eh. Versus doon sa, alam mo yung mga boss na may nepotism, alam mo ikaw pinakamagaling pero ito yung inaanuhan, di ba? So, siguro yun isa reason kung bakit. Tama ba? Yung leader nila, yung mga boss or manager nila.
Isa siyang factor tingin ko, but not the only factor.
Yeah.
Siguro iba-iba yung perspective also if you're in a bigger structured na company, no? Kasi ako hindi ako masyadong makarelate dyan.
Kasi
Maliit lang yung company ko eh.
ako din.
So iba-iba yung burnout. Siguro mababurnout ka. Tama yung sinasabi mo, Doc Rocky. Na parang mababurnout ka talaga sa isang bagay na parang hindi ka magaling. Tapos tinatry mo pero hindi ka talaga
Diba?
para doon.
Oo.
Parang what? Malamang. Hindi siya para sa'yo. Baka
Hindi siya part ng core competency mo.
Correct.
exactly. Baka nire-redirect lang yung ano mo, yung path mo sa totoong path na para sa'yo. Because sometimes we are stuck in a place na hindi tayo para doon eh. Because of the siguro feeling natin sa sarili natin that's the only opportunity for us. But hindi natin alam na mayroon pa palang better for us. Something like that. So, yeah.
Ang problema lang kasi, in this day and age in the Philippines, parang there's very little room for you to experiment.
Correct.
Kasi
Totally agree.
at the end of the day, somebody has to pay the bills.
Correct.
And if this job is paying the bills, yun ganun talaga ang mangyayari. It's gonna be so hard to leave.
Correct.
Kaya hindi totoo na money is really gonna be a good motivation for a person na kung may gustong mag-resign, giving them more money probably will help in sa simula. But it will not really motivate them.
Yeah, definitely. Hindi.
Parang in the end, the main reason why they need to leave will still be the next reason why they would leave a few months after.
Yeah.
Ayun, huli. Kung bakit nagkakaroon ng burnout. Di ba? Ang dami palang factors.
Ang daming factors.
Daming factors. So, dahil nagpa-pile up itong mga bagay na to, eventually, sabi mo nga kanina, according to World Health Organization,
yeah.
Di ba? Nagkakaroon ng stress.
Yeah.
On my research.
di ba?
But I will never discount the fact that personal can affect the professional.
Yeah, definitely.
Diba? Kasi let's say for example, you're motivated, you're like crazy good, pero you have like terrible problem in your home. Grabe yung stress na dinudulot ng family members.
Exactly.
How can you perform out there if like they're living in your mind? Affected yung performance mo.
No, maapektuhan talaga.
Naapektuhan ka. So it's not just one aspect. 'Di ba? Hindi lang siya puro professional. Kasi there's a big, huge, 'di ba? Huge factor.
Dalawa lang daw yan eh. Bahay, trabaho. Pag ma-stress ka, bahay, trabaho lang daw yan. Tama ba?
Yeah, oo. Pero
Yeah.
kalimitan yung problema ko sa bahay talaga. Nadala mo sa trabaho, which is not a very good thing. If we really want to be really professional about it, you leave your problems at the door.
Correct.
Pero performance-wise, you can siguro perform better if maganda rin yung nangyayari sa
Yeah,
bahay.
exactly. Burnout ka ba?
Maraming mga high performers in an organization, sila talaga yung unang-unang mababurnout. Kasi first, for them to reach that level of success, sila talaga yung nag-exert ng a lot of effort to be there. And when you reach the top, it's lonely at the top. Kasi ang dami mong in-exert na effort for an organization. Kung ikaw yung pinaka-top performer, and not everyone has the same level of care for the company or same level of effort to build this company, ma-burnout ka talaga kasi mako-compare mo yung sarili mo sa iba. Na
Yeah.
parang buhay naman sila. Parang binubuhay ko silang lahat. Kasi
Yeah.
ako yung pinakamataas yung sales, ako yung ganito, the company is afloat because of people like me. Sabihin mo sa sarili mo yun. If ano ka sa organization, sooner or later, mafe-feel mo yung burden na bakit parang ako lang yung katrabaho para dito sa mga...
Parang
sa
binubuhat mo lahat, no?
Binubuhat mo yung buong
Kumpanya.
buong institution. Oo.
But don't get me wrong, no? I mean, I'm not sure about this, but I've read this may book akong binasa nito, na 10%, sa isang buong company, 10% talaga yung performers doon, na strong performers. Hindi talaga siya, like, you cannot expect na lahat-lahat yan. Di ba may mga 80-20 rule, something like that.
Pareto principle.
Yeah, Pareto. So, ganun talaga ang life eh. That's why you have to find that balance also. Na let's say for example, you are a top performer. So, pag medyo matagal ka na sa ganong pagiging top performer mo, syempre you have to be sabihin natin recognized. You have to be paid handsomely pag tumagal na. Something like that. These are perks that will motivate them na to do more and also to be siguro usap with the boss or something or within the team na this guy has like a high value sa isang company. Kasi pag walang ganon, burnout talaga yon. Like, oh my goodness.
Oo.
Transfer.
Yeah, magkukwit talaga.
Let's go. Oo.
Pero those people din na nagkakaroon ng ganung perspective at eventually kukwit are the same people who does not realize din that even though you are the top 20%, the company all still needs the remaining 80% to function. Everybody has a role to play. It just so happens that you are the one bringing in more money, but other people in the organization has different roles that is essential for you to for this to function. For all we know, kaya ka rin ganyang kaganda yung performance mo kasi may mga tinatrabaho tong mga maliliit
Correct.
nakakatulong kung bakit gumanda yung pangalan ng kumpanya, kung bakit na maraming taong tatangkilik dun sa kumpanya, na ikaw din yung magtatamasa. Ikaw yung nagkakaroon ng glory. But meron din naman na ginagawa yung iba. So feeling ko yung perspective of not being a one-man team and being a team player, even though you are the one on top, is a good way for you to be able to move forward and get past yung idea na, ay, bakit ako ganito? Bakit sila hindi?
Ang tingin ko naman kasi, if you really want to become a high performer, ginusto mo eh.
Nature.
Diba?
Ginusto mo yan.
It's your choice.
Yeah.
Diba? You have that intentionality na, let's say for example, isang team tayo, ito yung target natin, binigay sa atin. If ikaw mismo yung nagsabi na, sige, I want to be at the top. Diba? Kasi kung yaan ay nanggaling or inutos ng manager mo or whatsoever at nag-agree ka, yes, game ako, bakit ako magkakaroon ng burnout? Nagkaroon ako ng yes. And I know the work behind. I also know the recognition behind. I also know the rewards behind. So, siguro, tingin ko, nagkakaroon ka lang ng burnout kasi nag-agree ka of a responsibility na hindi mo talaga ginusto. And then, all the consequences, let's say for example, hindi na-hit ang target, sa'yo mo pupunta. Sila nga hindi nagtrabaho eh. Ako yung pinakamalaki. So, I think, it depends on how you build the choice to do that work. Kasi ako naniniwala ako talaga na if you really want something, masaya ka, well compensated ka, di ako mababurnout eh.
High performer ka kasi.
Di ba? Hindi.
Ikaw yun eh. Ikaw yung nasa 20%.
Ikaw yung nasa 20%
Diba?
eh.
Kaya nakikita niyo yung logic.
Yes, so I understand.
Definitely, yeah.
Feeling ko kasi background din talaga yung iyong hindi ko alam kung ikaw muna pala. Kasi parang yung sabihin ko is parang mali.
Okay. So it's more of like, kung ako, it's more of like, is it really what you want? Are you really up to the challenge? Is it really connected to your core value?
Exactly.
Na yun ba yung gusto mong maging after a year or 2 years? So depende pa rin sa how clear is your intention.
Align with your beliefs.
Align with your beliefs, with your core values. So dapat yun siya. Hindi siya pwedeng kasi inutos lang. Parang half-heart, half-baked ka. Hindi pwede. Hindi siya pwede kasi tama burnout. Pero there are a lot of crazy factors. People that you work with. Your boss, tama. Yung mga kanina, your boss, your family, perhaps your love life, something like that. Kumukuha ng much time, nagde-demand, hindi mo nabibigay dun sa work mo. So, madami. Kaya ang daming factors sa burnout hindi lang siya isa lang or sa work lang or ka-work mo lang. Sa lahat-lahat.
Feeling ko pag
Choices.
burnout ka na, everything else becomes a factor.
Yeah.
Na-enumerate mo lahat ng ayaw mo dito sa lugar na to. Dati naman okay lang sa'yo na matraffic dito sa kanto na to going to this place.
Yes.
Ngayon, burnout ka na, factor na siya na ayoko na dito kasi araw-araw ang traffic dito.
Yeah.
Or dati naman okay lang sa'yo na ganito kadami yung workload. Burnout ka na kasi ayaw mo na ng ganito.
Tama.
Or simpleng bagay na dati may policy na dapat before 5 minutes before okay naman sa'yo. Pero biglang burnout ka na, strict naman. Parang lahat ng butas, nakikita mo na. It annoys you. And unti-unti itong annoyance na to, talagang this will really push you to become more apathetic towards
Apathetic the term. Yeah.
towards your job.
Yeah. So para siyang ganito, no? Pag stress ka, parang ipipilit mo na, matatraffic, malilate na ako, ipipilit mo, isasagad mo para hindi ka malate. Lahat ng pwedeng lusutan mo.
Pag indifferent ka na sa
Pag burnout ka na,
so what?
okay.
Late eh.
Ilan ba? 2 hours? Okay lang. No problem.
I-align ko doon sa punta tayo konting biblical. Galatians 6:9. Di ba sinabi doon, ang inutos ni Lord is, do not get weary in doing good. Kasi if we analyze, weariness kasi hindi naman instant yan eh. Nagpa-pile up siya eh.
Oo.
And because of that piled up or na-fed up ka na ng mga challenges, problema sa buhay, ang nangyayari, hindi na tayo gumagawa ng good. Kaya sumisingit ka na. Kahit, di ba, wag ka lang malate. Lahat ng nakikita mo, pangit na. Di ba? So, nakita ko rin dito na one antidote for this burnout, balikan mo yung mga nakita mo before sa company. The good things.
Good things.
Naka ba? So, be grateful.
Count your blessings.
Di ba? Count your
Count your
blessing.
blessings.
Be grateful na.
Kasi ang dami naghahanap ng trabaho.
Exactly.
Medyo stressful yung trabaho mo or burnout ka. Pero mas nakaka-burnout kung
Wala kang trabaho.
wala ka pang bayad ng
Exactly.
Mas
Pwede bang
nakakapagod yun.
hindi ko alam yung policy ng iba sa company. Pwede bang bakasyon muna ako ng mga 1 buwan,
May mga
Like
companies.
sabbatical.
Yeah.
sabbatical,
Or nag-hire
finding
sila.
yourself.
Yeah, meron.
May mga ganun na lenient. Feeling ko the smaller companies probably is much more lenient kasi pag large corporations, mas built na yung structure ng mga
Yeah.
rules and policies. So medyo mahirap nang mabend.
Yun
Parang wala
lang.
yatang kumpanya na sabihin mo, boss, bakasyon muna ako 2 buwan. So wala. Feeling
Tuloy
ko wala.
mo na.
Oo.
Ituloy mo na hanggang 10 years.
Ito na separation pay mo.
Now alam natin na-identify natin kung ano ba yung burnout, ano ba yung what it goes to somebody's mind, at ano yung mga factors
Yeah.
kung bakit push ang tao to be burnt out. Ano ba yung pwede nating gawin or ano yung may papayo natin to somebody na nagkaka-experience ng ganito? Based on your personal experience, what do you think can be done in a professional level or a personal level?
Yeah. Sige, ako muna. Siguro know and go to the bottom of the problem kung bakit mo siya nafe-feel. And maybe, nabanggit din maybe dun sa research mo sa World Health
Yes, oo,
Organization.
because I'm so well researched.
Kaya nauuso ngayon, in demand ngayon yung mga psychologist.
Ay.
Diba? Para makatulong sila. Ano ba yung nagkikokos nung feeling of burnout? Baka kasi meron lang tension sa trabaho or a capability na hindi mo magawa I think kailangan lang ma-address kung ano yung pinaka-problem, and then at the same time, go to some activities that will help you address that. And then eventually, ma-master mo, have an accountability partner, maybe sa work mo or sa family mo. I-share mo kung ano yung nararamdaman mo. Siguro, bottom line, just tell kung ano yung mga nararamdaman mo sa trabaho para mailabas mo lahat. Para pagkatapos noon, kinabukasan, okay, clean slate na ulit ako. Kasi ang nagiging challenge kasi ngayon, ang dami ng problema pero hindi pa natin sinasabi sa iba.
Yeah. Totoo.
Kinikim-kim natin. So ayun, napapile up. Dahil napapile up, burnout na.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In connection to that, bro, no. Feeling ko it's more of like levels to the burnout na sinasabi. Kasi pag burnout ka na more on more of like apathetic, wala ka nang pakialam. Siguro you have to take time to know yourself.
Yeah.
Saan ka ngayon? Tama yung sinasabi mo. In addition to that, siguro a day is not enough. Kasi burnout ka na eh. Perhaps like a year gano'n. Perhaps like
Kung meron kang endless supply of generational wealth.
yun lang.
Pwede, no?
Perhaps like a week or two na alam mo yung ikaw lang, sit on your mind kung ano ba talaga yung gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo. Parang wala kang gagawin, don't look at your phone. Sarili mo lang. Para at least ma-realize mo na yung bills dumadating. Alam mo yan, mawiweigh mo yung mga bagay. Kung gusto mo pa talaga. Kasi you have to be aligned with your work and yourself. Kasi hindi siya pwedeng separate entity. So, yeah. I mean, contemplate on it, and you have to make sure that, for me, you have to pray for it, and you have to align with God and with the work and yourself.
So parang you're being true to yourself.
Exactly.
Diba?
Before you say you're done, or before you jump into next job, kasi the same thing will happen eh.
Yep.
It can happen.
Yeah.
Kung nabubuli ka dun sa company mo na yon,
What are the chances?
what are the chances? Baka you have personality problem,
Exactly.
character that you have to develop.
Yeah.
So things that you have to develop not just in just one aspect but in all aspect. So minsan yung stresses kasi or burnout, kailangan mo identify para solusyonan mo. Kasi kahit saan dalhin ka sa mundong ito, may mga tao talagang yun, magpaparusa sa'yo unless you learn the lesson.
At hindi lang siguro dahil lang paparusahan ka. Talagang there are things to learn in every situation. Parang it's never gonna be rainbows and butterflies all days of your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
In this world, talagang magkakaroon ka ng mga challenges.
Yes.
And challenges are needed for you to grow.
Yes.
Go to the next
it's
level.
really just a matter of perspective na things like this will happen. And no matter where I go, magkakaroon pa rin ng challenges.
Yeah.
How will I handle that
Yeah.
challenge when I go to the next stage of my career? So I always urge younger people and even mga colleagues who are thinking na ay parang ayoko na ganyan na don't rush things.
Yeah.
Do not make any rash decisions out of emotion. Always be objective.
Yeah.
Always think kung ano ba yung where you are, ano yung nagawa nitong kumpanyang to sa'yo, or ano ba yung nagawa mo or vice versa, and how do you see yourself in the next 5 years. Yung having a perspective is gonna really solidify na if ito yung gusto kong gawin in the next 5 years, if ito yung gusto kong ma-achieve, then it's really dito talaga muna ako kasi staying here is really a step closer to the goal that I've set myself upon.
Yeah.
But yun nga, hindi tingin ko yung pagiging burnout, it happens to I think it happens to everyone once in a while. It's just that it differs on how you handle yung pagiging burnout. So, it's not, I think it's, ang solution is communication to your peers and also to your boss.
Yeah.
Feeling ko, if you only tell your superiors what's wrong, what's happening, maybe they can help you find a solution rather than just quitting, getting out of here.
Yeah.
Hindi ako naniniwala dun sa if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. You stay in the kitchen and learn
Yeah.
how to take the heat. And
Exactly,
para mag-grow ka in your life.
Yeah.
It would also help, tingin ko, kung meron kang an outlet,
Yeah.
some form of release.
Yeah.
Like get into a certain type of sport
Decompress. Yeah.
or
Makinig sa podcast na
makinig
to.
sa podcast na to and
Dami
learn.
nilang matututunan.
Yes, oo. And
Yeah.
tingin ko, find something else to do aside from your job. Because if yun na lang talaga yung buhay mo, chances are talagang ma-stress ka at mapapagod ka kasi araw-araw wala ka nang inisip kundi yun.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
try
Yes.
to find something else.
Yes. Totoo. Yeah.
May isa-segue sana ako eh.
Yes.
Dati naman walang burnout eh.
Oo.
Pag mahirap ka ba may burnout?
Wala.
Walang
Hindi,
burnout.
that's not true. That's not true.
Meron naman.
Anymore. I mean,
Anymore.
hindi. Kasi dahil sa mas marami na ngayong pag-aaral regarding mental health. It's not true na...
Hindi lang napangalanan before.
Oo, hindi na napangalanan before. It's not well studied. And also probably, hindi yung masyado naiisip kasi nga because you are in need.
Yeah.
But it happens already even in the past. It's just that ngayon is mas aware na ang mga tao.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing bad.
Yep.
It's nothing bad. It's just that mas aware na. Actually, mas mo ngayon, mas napaprocess mo na rin kasi aware ka na. Burnout is not really just about the pressure of work or the things that comes along that puts you in too much stress. Maybe we are burned out because we've kept on going on and on and on for so long without resting and without processing what we are feeling with somebody else who can give you a good insight on how to handle all of these thoughts that's flooding in. So I think that being burned out really is a thing that happens, but we have to take it upon ourselves to take care of our mental health and really talk to somebody if we are feeling this way. Because going on with being burnt out for a long period of time is not healthy for you, not healthy for the people around you, for the company that you work for. If you're feeling all of these things, look for somebody to talk to process it. Because at the end of the day, we are not our jobs and we're still figuring it out after 5 p.m. This is After Office, conversations that matter beyond the 9 to 5.
This has been Jonas.
Sherwin.
And Rocky. We will see you when you clock out.